Hid the signals deep, buried truth beneath the screens, private meetings underground, while our ships observed your towns. You call legends fantasy, while we mount your history. Every war and every throne, every fear already known. We watched, you obeyed. First contact, now exposed. Every system overloads. You were never left alone. This was planned before your bones. First contact, skies collapse. Human laws no longer last. What was given can be stripped. Civilizations can erase. Can erase. We designed the blood you claim, built the structure of your veins, taught your species how to rise. Now we watch it fossilize. Governments deny the breach till our shadows cross the streets. Regulations broken first. Now your cities meet the purge. You build weapons from your hate, still too weak to change your fate. Every satellite you send only shows your species end. We wait, we end you.
Come on. All right, all right. Welcome to Goof On Tonight. Metaliction is First Contact, tonight's opening and outro song. How the hell is everybody? It is a Wednesday. It is May 27, 2026. Man alive. We did it. We're halfway through the year. Halfway. Well, almost. Might as well be. No, not Marcus Welby. 717. That's a scary number. You know why? I don't know. I just made it up. But here we are. We are going to guess what we're doing tonight. Same thing we did last night. Just a little different. Don't go. Just hang out. Give me an hour. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm glad you guys made it. Without you, there is no me. Without me, there is no truth. Without truth, we have Jeremy. That's not nice. We have Greer and Loeb. Loeb. He's terrible. He is. You know what I think? I think his days are numbered in this field. I don't think people are caring anymore about what he has to say. Yeah. Have you ever wondered what Avi Loeb was saying? Me neither. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow and see what Avi Loeb is thinking. Who do you feel like that with some people? I feel that way with a lot of people. But you would think I don't want to hear what Lou Eleganzo or Corbell has to say or Greer, but I do. But Avi Loeb, I don't. I want to hear what those other people say because it's fun. It is. You know, we think we're going to hear something important, but we never really do. And that's what makes it fun. I learn so much from those three right there. A book, a movie, a doco should be made about what not to do in the UFO world. Now, I was thinking, I saw, which is weird, we haven't seen much of Linda Moulton, Howdy Doody, Fresh and Fruity. She's been kind of, like just watching what everybody's doing, kind of keeping her. I wonder if she's okay, to be honest. I mean, what is she, 99? 104? She's up there. People know I'm doing a show. And they still like to message me on purpose. They think it's funny when I talk about it. I know that's exactly what it is. He's gonna mention it on the show. He's gonna say something. Ooh, I did that. Stop it. You want me as a friend? You don't do that at 7 o'clock at night, ever. I'm just kidding. But it is true. How many times do I have to tell people? And it's the same people. Time to cut some strings, cut the cord, let them go. Right? They don't want to respect my wishes to not interrupt. See, the thing is, I have this thing called Link to Windows. So my phone, any message that comes on here goes on the computer too. So in case I don't have the phone in the room, I get the message. And it's a lot easier to type a message that way instead of, same thing with the WhatsApp, which I use for some of you, And I don't want to block you for 8 hours. They give you an option to mute notifications for 1 hour, 8 hours, 24, or forever. I have to put it on forever. Yeah. Because if I do it for 1 hour and the show goes 2, forget about it. If I do it for 8 hours, then it pops back up in the middle of the night and all the messages would go ding, 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 ding. I'm like, yo. So I just put it on forever. And then when I'm ready, I unmute it. But sometimes I forget. And I say, hey, I messaged you. And I'm like, hey, it was during my show. Phenomenal, Anyway. All right, I digest. Why do I keep doing this? Oh, just stop it. Oh, do tell. Squirt. Squirt. I love that word. Hey, squirt. Oh, that's a good one. I got to start using squirt. You mind your FAP. You be nice. Is he here? Lunar Sparkles is here. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. You're one of the good ones. Brian Yates, everybody. Brian Yates. How you doing, Chief? Good to see you. Good to see you. Actually, great to see you. Rimblegrum, same thing. 2 G's are better than 1. Giordano. Ow, I. Welcome. Hoppenstein. How you doing, Hoppenstein? Hoppenstein. Good to see you. Let me see some. Is this a new picture? Oh, that's some kid or something like that. All right. Cindy Krause. How you doing? Good to see you. I know. I'm ridiculous. I know. I'm immature. I'm not immature. I just don't care. I just like being, whatever comes up here comes out there. Turn it into no sexual thing. Stop it. Now it's ufology. Beza! How you doing, BEZA56? Is that your age? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Skybird 55. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, metalhead. Woohoo, yeah. How How you doing, man? Thanks for hanging out. Earlier today, we had the good old vertical stream on KA, kicking ass at Kinetic Audits. We had 270,000 views. Oh. With only 1,500 subs. Geez, we're not shadow banned here, are we? Yeah, I've already got more views on that channel in the 4 months it's been alive than I do in the 6 years I have Goof on. Already at 2.5 million views. How does that happen? 500,000 in 2 days. How does that happen? Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. And then what? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. Because it's what I say. But I say the same. I say worse stuff over there. But we're not monetized over there. I choose not to. Isn't that weird? I can't explain it. Did I just hear a super chat? Chompinson, how you doing? That's a nice. See, it didn't show up in color, which I don't like. I don't like it. They don't give me the color, the green that you should be getting. Yeah, this is a defect in the streaming service I use. Thank you so much for starting the show off with that $1 super chat, and that goes a long way because you wait, a banana? Oh. Yeah. Shink, shink, shink. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you for the $1. And that goes right into the kitty with all the rest. It all adds up. Thank you so much for being a continuing supporter of GoofOn today. And that's right. We do it here. Truthology for ufology is a real thing here at GoofOn. Nobody, and I mean this, nobody says the truth. Now, I see other channels trying it. No names mentioned. They try, right? But they're a little PC, right? I don't want to say it. I don't want to make them angry. No, make them angry. Say what's on your mind. Look. So if you want to help support Truthology for ufology, all the links are in the show description. All the truth comes out all the time. It does. There it is. Look, see? Boop. Keep it alive by supporting any way you can. A thumbs up, comments, share the channel. All the links are in the show description for other ways, And there's a big mucho gusto generoso for you. Let's get started. Huh? Where? Hey, things are going good. Glenn Collins, everybody. Glenn Collins, what do you say? How you doing, man? Good. Thank you for being here. Parham, how you doing? Nice to see you. I didn't mean to yell. Sorry. How you doing? Good. Good. Thank you. Oh, Jeanette. I almost forgot. Janet. 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 I got nothing. Welcome to the show, JJ. All right, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we have a lot of show to do, which we do, and only 52 minutes to do it. Oh, no. I started at 15 after. You want to know why? Because there was a huge storm coming in, and it missed. It just swiped to the west. It just missed. So I can still hear the thunder roar. Thunder roar, take me home to a place, and I don't know. So tonight I do want to keep on keeping. I want to keep talking about the current state of ufology. I've got a lot of news to go over with you folks, things that are happening within our community. And, I want you to decide, do we need it? Do we need it? Need what? You'll see. Do we need these people telling us what we already know? You got Rose Cuckold, who is so over enthusiastic about everything. I think we're going to have disclosure any day. No. Why do people think that just because some blurry, fuzzy, out of focus, same thing, black and white stuff, video evidence is going to be disclosure? Because we're getting closer and closer. No. We're actually just staying in the same plane we've always been in. We've always been in. Nothing's changing. Now, Disclosure Day is coming out very soon. What day does that come out? June 12th. 2 weeks? That's it? 2.5 weeks? Yeah, 15 days. Days. Do I want to go to theater to see it? Yeah, I'm going to go to the theater and see it. I'm going to take you guys with me. Remember the last time I tried doing that and they shut down the stream? What movie was that? It was a UFO movie. Anyway, there's they're calling this the last trailer because they have like 3 of them for the movie. And this one states that aliens might be real. Well, I know that's the theme, but check this out. And I don't, I don't know. I was going to say something. I decided not to. Go. How you doing?
I am much more inclined now than I was when I made Close Encounters.
Liar!
To really believe that we're not the only intelligent civilization in the universe.
What did you steal?
Secrets. People have a right to know the truth.
This is a story about us. All of us.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
What's happening to me? I'm frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be. You have someone else.
Daniel Kellner.
Who is this?
Do not go back to the house. They found you. I don't know who you are, but they're gonna kill you.
The human race cannot accept what we know. We need to stop it any way we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
This 79-year cover-up of the truth has to end.
We're interrupting our coverage.
How will disclosure change us?
I'm stopping it here because, wow. That's the best. This is the best trailer I've ever seen for this movie. You heard, right? You heard what they said. We'll go over it little by little. 79 years, keeping it a secret. Don't go home. I'm going to kill you, right?
I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy, and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves.
The only way to know your purpose is to go back to where it all began.
I know you.
I know you do.
Oh, no.
Happened to us.
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of this turned out to be true?
Yes. And
I'm
no.
now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know
They're coming.
all of this is true?
Woo! Baby, I am excited for this movie. It better not suck or I'm going to...
Disclosure Day.
was powerful, huh? I got to tell you, I'm wet. I can't believe I just said that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay, so let's look at this little by little because I think it's interesting. Let's try to figure it out. And then when the movie's over and I come back on June 13th, what day would that be? Saturday, probably Saturday. I will tell you what happened. But I have to. Now look, there you see this dog right here? This down here? You didn't see that in the first. These move. I'm going to put myself in here on top. There we go. So you get a bigger picture. Right? You didn't notice this guy and the raccoon and the fox, but they're actually there alive. They're moving. See? Hey, hey, hey. Right? So why? Now you can see there's no entry. They didn't just go through the window. It's intact. They didn't go through the front door. Folks would have woken up. They were put there. Or it's a dream. We don't know. But we know because at the end of this trailer, you see an alien, right? So Steven Spielberg, yep. And then we've got the evidence room. You know, there's the containers that the morgue. You can see it says morgue, homestead. Doesn't that sound familiar? Skinwalker Ranch, right? Do you see what they're doing? Do you see? What if Skinwalker Ranch was a like a halfway house, right? That's where the aliens are supposed to stay, but I don't know, right? Roswell, New Mexico, July 7th. Number 5 occupant. See this here? We got to look at this stuff, guys. The 509th. All telling us what we want to know. Property of Wardex. G. War. Dexter. See? Spielberg, don't get old that fast. Will you slow down? I like that guy as an actor. He's in The Walking Dead, yeah? The second version of it. So we've seen this Independence Day. That's done with water and fog, some sort of dye or something like that, right? That's how they did the Independence Day aliens. Now, I don't know what's going on here.
What did you steal?
Oh, I see. What did you steal? Ha ha!
Secrets.
Secrets?
People have a right to know the truth.
Look at now watch the crop circles. They just lay down.
This is a story about us.
And yes, that is how I believe the crop circles go when they're being made. It's that quick. I don't think it's guys with rope and a board or two.
About us.
Look, first of all, why can't women ever park? You know? Do you know women hate this type of parking? They just can't do it. Look at Emily Blunt's floating, guys. You didn't notice that? I'm just joking. All right, now there you can tell that's a liberal over there with their cap on.
Of us.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
Wow. Ugh.
What's happening?
So why does that happen? I don't know yet. Now get this. You want to hear something what I think? You ready? Do you remember, because we talked about this every day for the last month, that, who said it? That we might be living amongst hybrids and you wouldn't even know it. Your own sister could be a hybrid. Emily Blunt may be a hybrid. I don't know. I am trying not to read anything about it, the movie. I don't want to know. I want to go in fresh. I want to go in with the visual that they give us. I don't want to know anything else. That's why I'm doing this. I just want to, do it my way instead of the way people already know. Most people know the whole movie already. I hate that. Right? She could be a hybrid and doesn't even know it herself. And the only reason she would know it, because time, things change, and she needs to come out.
What's happening to me?
Right? What's happening to me?
I'm frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be. You have someone else.
Daniel Kellner.
You have someone else. That could be a hybrid alien partner that is here on the planet, infiltrating human beings since birth. Right? Gathering information, living amongst the humans. They are a recording, a living recording of what the aliens want to learn.
Is this?
Do not go back to the house. They found you. I don't know who you are, but they're gonna kill you.
So it looks like he goes back anyway.
The human race cannot accept what we know.
The humans cannot... Wait, what did he say? The human what?
We know. The human race cannot accept.
The human race cannot accept what we know. Why? Why? You accepted it. I know you can't see me. Yeah, you don't need to have the whole thing blown up now. Right? Why? Why are they more special than us? This is what bothers me.
What we know. We need to stop it any way we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
We need to stop it any way we can. Murder.
What am I doing?
This 79-year cover-up of the truth has to end.
Why does it have to end?
We're interrupting our coverage.
How will disclosure change us? I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy, and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves.
There's something bigger out there than just ourselves. Something bigger out there than just ourselves. Hold on a second. Oh my God, I thought I saw a 7.
The only way to know your purpose is to go back to where it all began.
I know you.
I know. Oh, they know each other since they were childrens. See? They are hybrid aliens. They were put here, you know, since birth.
I know you do.
Three-fingered alien. Hello. Without a thumb. You're a fumbling gray. Or tan.
What happened to us?
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be
What was that just happened? A download. Boy, I tell you, he's got it all in here, doesn't he? The download. Look at this shit. I didn't realize that. Wow.
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of this turned out to be true? I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for...
Wait. What happened there? She gave him something.
I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know they're coming? All of this is true.
I'm very excited. I haven't been this excited about a movie since Rocky 2. Just kidding. Since Independence Day, to be honest with you, which was somewhat disappointing, I have to be honest. And The Return or whatever, Independence Day 2 sucked. That was so dumb. What a cool looking movie. I hope it's good. It has to be. Everything is in the movie. Hybrids, downloads, abductions, curiosity of where we are, where we come from, what they are, what we are. What are we? What scares me the most, and this may be why our government is scared, because our government in the early days, it's thinning out now. We're really into religion. Like, we're talking Bible thumping, man. It doesn't get any worse. That's why they said aliens are demons, because what else can they be? They had no name for them. So anything that looks ugly to them is got to be a demon. You know what I mean? Which is very interesting towards the end of the movie with the moose being gray, or, well, we don't know. We don't know if it's a dream. We don't know if it's reality. All we know is what we see. So I'm going by that and the things that we know. It could be that the aliens are not aliens. They're part of the earth. I don't know. It's really weird. It's really like, what is our origin? Where do we come from? It's really frustrating. That movie looks badass, though. So, I'm going to play a clip here. It's pretty old. It says it's a leaked clip from the UN where they're discussing a UFO pyramid over the Pentagon. And if this is some strange marketing thing for this company, they might just have taken a real sighting just because, instead of making one up of their own. Something about this doesn't smell right. Like, why would they be filming in the first place? You'll see. And risk persecution if they don't know what they're going to say. It all makes sense. Take a look at this. I think you folks have seen this before. Here we go in 3, 2, and a go. Come on. No video, no audio. Now, I am welcoming a visionary in the field of space, founder of the international space platform Galactica, Alia Prokofyeva. Hello, my name? United Nations General Assembly, Maria Fernanda Espinosa Garces. I have an announcement. On December at 4:07 p.m., an ET contact occurred. A metal object shaped like a pyramid appeared over the Pentagon, Washington, D.C., the United States of America. An unidentified flying object, diameter around 100 meters, rotated around its own axis at an altitude of around 500 meters. NASA Operational Task Group, specializing in the receiving and processing of the space data, received an incoming message. At the moment as I speak here now, the data has been processed and investigated by NASA. The information from the radars, the visual information and the fixation of the radio signals incoming from the unidentified flying object were made. According to the data, we can say that the object hovering over the Pentagon can be identified as an aircraft of unknown origin. Boop. Hypothetically extraterrestrial. However, there were no signs of aggression. The repeating audio or radio burst name FRB 180814 recorded by the specialist at the Chime Observatory, British Columbia's Okanagan Valley, fast radio burst, I think it is, matches the pattern of the signal fixated by NASA incoming from the object hovering over the Pentagon. Currently, work is already underway to calculate the coordinates of the signal source and the corresponding inhabited celestial. And that's it. Nice. Way to stop it in the middle of something very unimportant. Great job. Great work. Excellent. Do you like pina colada? I think this is Trump, saying we're releasing a lot of information having to do with ET things, and people are totally fascinated by it, Trump said on a recent release of the UFO files by the Pentagon. It's literally trending #1. Can you believe it? Sad. Sad, sad, sad. You know why I say that, right? Nobody cares.
Things having to do with space, it's people are very interested in it. It actually became the #1 topic. We're releasing a lot of information having to do with extraterrestrial things, and people are totally fascinated by it. It's amazing. I wasn't sure if they would enjoy it. It's literally trending #1. Can you believe it? So a lot of people out there are like it, but we're releasing all of that information. We're now releasing a lot of things having to do.
Nobody's asking why now. Right? Dan Peters, how you doing? Why? Why aren't people asking why now? Seriously. Why? 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 Seriously. Nobody's asking why now. The only answer I have for that, and I thought about this so much. When should they? When? When would be the best time? No better time than now. So that's it. There's nothing magical, nothing special, nothing on a calendar that says we're going to do it now because da-da-da-da-da is happening. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't. All right. So, you know the general who went missing, McCaslin. Still talking about him. This is new. The missing UFO-linked Air Force general had a meeting with an unidentified woman and members of the U.S. Space Force just hours before he went missing. Did they give him information and said, hey, you blink an eye, we're coming to get you? No. Well, McCaslin, who was linked to classified UFO programs, vanished on February 27th. According to new body cam audio, McCaslin had dinner with members of the U.S. Space Force the night before he disappeared. He has a very classified security clearance. He was the head of Air Force Research Lab. The man's names are in the UFO documents that are fixed to be released, the woman said in an audio obtained by Law and Crime. He's been that in-depth, so he has a very high security clearance. According to UFO whistleblower David Grush, McCaslin was considered hostile. Fucking hostile! And had not been cooperative with the lawmakers. Wait a minute. What? Now I want to know what it is that he wanted to talk about. They already have a list of some of these hostile folks that ran those programs. Unfortunately, one of those individuals, Major General retired Neil McCaslin, is currently missing, which is very concerning to me as well, Grush previously said. I think I heard this before. All right, let's listen to the is there a video? There's audio. This is the audio that I was just talking about. The night before. All right, here we go.
So I called in trying to get a hold of everyone. I'm actually walking into his favorite coffee shop right now to see if they've seen him. So I work with Mr. McCaslin on the Kirtland Partnership. He's a board member. He's a retired general with Air Force Research Lab.
Okay.
And we had dinner Thursday evening at Cervantes off of Gibson.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock with Space Force. And what I noticed, I was shocked this morning when I saw the alert, because what I noticed Thursday evening is he wasn't his usual self. He was kind of spacey and quiet. And you know, that happens with people, so I didn't put anything with it.
Right.
He left in his vehicle, and then I called this morning. I called security forces out at Kirtland just to ensure he hasn't used his card out there, and he hasn't access based, and they're going to keep monitoring that area. But from what I understand, well, let me tell you this first. So Thursday evening, he was wearing a blue and white striped collared shirt, button down.
Okay.
And he was wearing a little name tag, his KPC name tag. And so, from what I understand, is he left the house, his wife didn't take anything, was on the running trail, and he was last seen at 11 o'clock yesterday.
Right. Does he carry like a security clearance or anything like that?
He has a very classified security clearance. He was the head of Air Force Research Lab. To the point, the man's names are in the UFO documents that are fixed to be released.
Okay.
He's in depth, so he has a very high security clearance.
How many times is she going to say that? 4 times she said it. 4 times. He's got a very high security clearance. We got it. He lived on the base. We know. Didn't he leave his watch or something in the mailbox that could track him, right? Or he left it at the front door, something like that. It happened to a couple of the people who went missing. Well, yeah. And I'll tell you why. When they were summoned to leave their home, because this is what I think happened. I think they were picked up. Well, let me go back. Early on, maybe months, a year, when they first started this project, they signed an NDA. And in the NDA, there were some things that, were mentioned. If you mention this to anyone, even your family, consequences. And you know what I mean. So these people, whether knowingly or unknowingly, are wearing watches like this one that can track their location. So on that day, when they went missing, they were given the option. Come with us. We've got more work to do. You're not done yet. Oh, and by the way, leave your watch behind because we don't want to be tracked. Nice try, wink, wink. So they take off their watch, put it in the mailbox, take off their watch or put it by the front door, whatever. But they weren't allowed to go back in the house because they can grab a weapon or sneak out. And they left, leaving their watch, front door, mailbox, right? Those people who didn't go said, no, my job's done. I didn't agree to go with you guys. No? No. Oh, I must be mistaken. Have a nice day. The ride leaves. They go missing. Or, actually, now it didn't happen right away. All these people didn't just go in weeks. This is a 4-year thing it took. Over 4 years. A lot of people think it happened in 2 weeks. No. So I think that's why you had some watches and other stuff that was left in weird places, because they weren't going to let them go back in the house. So wherever they were at, all right, I'll put it in the mailbox and nobody steals it. That's what I think happened. And off they go. Where did they go? Maybe they went off planet. Maybe they went to the moon. Maybe they went to Jupiter. Maybe they went to Mars. We don't know. But the work is never done. Let's say this. Let's say they are getting rid of everybody who worked under McCaslin or within the same type of work. And they had an option to go with whoever's in the car and live on an island somewhere where nobody is for the rest of their lives. Or they stay home here and get, right? I don't know, man. What I really believe, I think what really happened is these people were picked up by foreign agencies that want to know what they know. Yeah, here's the weird thing about that, which probably debunks my idea on this. McCaslin lived on a military base. So, it's very strange. Like, how can you just drive around and pick people up or abduct people? You know what I mean? There would be a recording of it. What is this video I have here? It's from fringe.com. It says, Bridget says when she was involved with Project Stargate, she witnessed a psionic asset being led to his death as part of the experiments in the program. Human trafficking psionic assets for black programs was recently reported at American Alchemy. What? I don't know about that. But why not? Why not? All right, Jesse Waters on Fox. Is it Fox? Yeah, Fox. Holy smokes, the latest UFO document dump is insane. What the hell does this guy know? Jesse Waters. I used to like him. But he is just wrong about a lot of stuff. Not just UFOs. A lot of stuff he says is crazy. UFOs flying over military sites. A UFO shot down over Lake Huron. Orange orbs witnessed by intel officers. Insiders confess. We may not be alone. Alone. Check this out. I laugh because he's such a goof.
Back to the moon.
America is returning to the moon. We are working alongside our many international and commercial...
Holy satellite ears, Batman. Look at those ears. Jiminy Glick.
...partners to leverage the incredible capabilities from commercial industry to build a moon base. We are leveraging the NASA playbook from the 1960s, figuring out what works and what doesn't in this epic science of survival, because the moon base is as beautiful as it is hostile.
Today, NASA released their plans for the moon base. They want to start building it by 2030 and move astronauts in a few years later.
Why?
Top brass says the base will stretch hundreds of miles. It'll be a place where lunar travelers can live, do research, and eventually blast off to Mars. NASA says the mission will happen like this. We're debuting Moonfall. It's a swarm of drones that'll map out the surface because, as we know in real estate, it's about location, location, location. Then rovers and cargo start coming, and you know, the move-in company. Then Americans will start living there permanently.
Wait. Did you hear what he said? Americans will start living there, not humans, I think, right?
You know, the move-in company. Then Americans will start living there permanently. But while NASA's exploring space, we're still trying to figure out what's happening here on Earth. Trump dropped a fresh batch of UFO files with dozens of videos.
Look at this balloon.
Here's a U.S. fighter jet shooting down a UFO over Lake Huron.
If that's not a balloon being shot at and exploding, I don't know what is. And you can see fabric, it looks like. There's a chicken.
Michigan. That's back in 2023. And check this one out. The military described this flying saucer as pulsating over water.
I am so effing embarrassed. This has got to be some sort of balloon, and it's just reflecting the sun. Maybe it's rotating, because you will see satellites, iridium flare satellites, and regular satellites with big solar panels. They spin, right? In a very systematic way, very, like every 3 seconds, right? It'll reflect the sun. That's why he thinks it's pulsing. They don't understand that it's got to be rotating, and just the way it's designed, it's reflecting the sun or whatever.
Just in 2024. And CENTCOM saw this figure flying past one of their posts in 2020.
Oh my God.
Kind of looks like a body.
It didn't look like a body at first, right? Look. Come on, that doesn't look like a body. That looks like some sort of balloon apparatus. And what body has a thing coming off of it?
Helicopter. He claims he saw orange orbs flaring up for minutes and then landing.
What I want, guys, and I think you'll agree with me, side-by-side video. Show us this version, and right next to it, show us the colored version. Okay, maybe it's at night, and this is a heat signature. I don't give a shnikey. Show it to me anyway, the best you can.
The officer was left speechless. Now, we have more questions than answers, but more files are on the way, unless the deep state gets to him first.
President Trump is open.
Wait. Loophole. You see? So they give us these 2 fucking files they drop, right? About 100 videos and pictures, yeah? All for shit. Now all of a sudden, right? We're supposed to get the really good files, but there might be pushback. They've already set up the loophole for us. They've already set it up for failure, that we may not get the 3rd batch. I don't know what to think. This is unreal to me. God, I freaking knew it. I thought they were going to stop the 2nd batch. Maybe it's that listen.
Now, we have more questions than answers, but more files are on the way, unless the deep state gets to them first.
What kind of bullshit is that? Why would you even say that? Because it's going to happen, probably. I hope not. Like I said, Jesse Waters, this is stupid. Now, they could just be making people get excited like me. I get triggered when the deep state might put a kibosh on it, you motherless turds. It's possible. But don't tell me that. I don't want to know.
President Trump is open-minded to it all. He's not resisting it.
Very. He's about transparency. President Trump.
Shut up.
He's been about, I had the guy sitting right here in this chair when I talked to him about it on the phone.
And I was under the desk. Yeah, I know.
And And he said, what do you think it is? I said, Mr. President, I really honestly don't know the answer to that. I said, but I think we need to know. And I think you're the president to do it.
Thank you for
And
my
he is.
ego.
I mean, if they don't kill him first, he's going to turn the tables on this thing.
What? What did he just say? Did he just say what I think he just said? If they don't kill him first? Are you kidding me? You just said that? Everybody's been avoiding saying it. Except for Burchett, because he knows they're trying. I can't believe he just said that. Really, but it's true.
And he is. I mean, if they don't kill him first, he's going to turn the tables on this thing.
Now, what are they hiding? The government's lied to us for decades about pretty much everything. JFK, the Gulf of Tonkin, COVID, Russia. When we ask questions, they call us conspiracy theorists, and then they cover up their little tracks. But the truth is out there. Where have I heard that before? And we're going to find it.
I'm beginning to think it's likely that the president is going to reveal that we are not alone, that there are non-human intelligences engaging with this planet.
Wow. Wow. This is unreal. This is crazy talk tonight. I can't believe it. Unless the deep state stops it or unless Trump gets... Wow. But he's right. He's right. He's right. I just don't like it. I can't believe it's gotten to the point where we know that his death is imminent. Or, you know. Wow. Hey, if you guys want to help support GoofOn, all the links are in the show description. You know, Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You guys know what to do better than me. Oh, God. Bob Lazar. No, I'm not in the mood. So Gary Nolan. Oh, boy, oh, boy. You know, I got to hear what he has to say because he makes me happy. Because the guy's so smart, he's stupid. I love these guys. I love it. You know people like this, right?
The Pentagon has released another batch of never-before-seen files on UFOs.
Wrong. Wait. Did the third one come out? Did I miss it?
This is all part of President Trump's efforts to increase transparency on government knowledge of possible extraterrestrial activity. The release includes dozens of documents, videos, and several audio files of NASA pilots reporting mysterious objects. So I want to bring in Gary Nolan, a professor in the Department of Pathology at Stanford University School of Medicine. Professor Nolan, thank you for being with us. I have to tell you, you may have one of the most extraordinary resumes I've ever seen. You hold 50 U.S. patents, honored as one of the top 25 inventors.
Look at him. He's getting wet, too.
Many of your innovations in biotech focused on cancer
he's
research,
in transition,
Ebola,
isn't he?
the immune system, to name
Look at that haircut.
To leave out some of the others. So what does this have to do with UFOs? I have to say that you also have a study focused on how UFOs impact a person's brain. Can you explain this study for us?
So this really gets back to how I got brought into it. Basically, one day the government showed up at my office asking for help with about 100 or so diplomats and or military personnel who...
Whoa. I'm sorry. That was a total accident. Sorry, guys.
Has released another batch of never-before-seen files. Professor Nolan, thank you at Stanford. Many of your innovations in biotech focused on cancer research, Ebola, the immune system, to leave out some of the others. So what does this have to do with UFOs? I have to say that you also have a study focused on how UFOs...
No, seriously, look at Gary Nolan. Gary P. Nolan, and the P is not for professor. This has got to be the worst haircut. Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber had a similar haircut. This is a bang bowl. It's a bang bowl haircut. It really is awful.
Those impact a person's brain.
Look at him. He is not. Never mind.
Can you explain this study for us?
So this really gets back to how I got brought into it. Basically, one day the government showed up at my office asking for help with about
Greer
100
showed
or so, diplomats and or
Asshole.
military personnel who had been harmed. As it turned out, after a few years of analysis, these were some of the first of the so-called Havana syndrome patients. So they'd come to me because of the immunology that I have done, and a invention that was co-developed in my laboratory that was the deepest blood profiling. And they were looking to do blood profiling as follow-up analysis, medical analysis of these individuals. So that got me involved, but what was interesting was not all of those patients that they brought to me were Havana syndrome. A few of them claimed, at least alleged, that the damage that had been done to them, the scarring that had happened on their body or inside their brains or inside their body, was due to proximity to alleged UAP. So as I didn't necessarily just walk away from this, because who couldn't be interested in something like this, I started getting more and more involved in being brought in and introduced to more and more people about the subject matter. And my main interest is just bringing a science-based inquiry to this. You know, it's look at the data. People so often use the word "there's no evidence." That's just a misunderstanding of the word evidence. Evidence, like in a courtroom, is data contextualized around an idea. Is the person guilty or not? Is the evidence enough to convict? What I would say to anybody looking at some of these videos, and thank you very much to President Trump, thank you to Representatives Luna, Burlinson, Burchett, and many others, Senator Schumer, et cetera, who've been behind the scenes pushing for this. This is evidence. It's not proof yet. It's data that I think anybody who looks at this and sees how these things, some of them seem to be moving, and assuming that the data has been collected correctly, is evidence that is worth answering the question, what are they? Now, what's missing from most of this data, that is, for instance, what seems to be blacked out on most of the videos that are here, is how was the data collected? Where was it collected? When was it collected? What were the instruments, et cetera? What kind is it? Is it radio frequency measurements? Is it heat signatures, et cetera? That's what lets a scientist like me further validate what it is that we're seeing, because it's clearly not seagulls.
So, okay, I want to go back to this.
Clearly not seagulls. Is he talking about this? Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. But then again, Gary P. Nolan doesn't know shit about video evidence. I'll take that. If I was to die tomorrow, I'm taking that to the grave. Who knows, in 10 years, he may get the hang of it. But not Gary P. Nolan. P is not for professor. It's for Pinoid. All right, this next one is the grifting Greer. This is, to me, smoking gun evidence. Greer's a con artist. Yeah. I mean, we kind of knew. But in a way, I don't know, right? We only know what we see. And I don't like the CE5 thing as much as I probably should. But I don't like the way the book is written. I don't like the way he says you got to keep trying until it works. Paraphrasing. You got to give it at least 6 tries. After the 3rd try, he knows people psychologically feel stupid inside. Every night you got to get mentally ready. Every night you're going to do this. you have to prepare yourself in a quiet place, the lights dim, no music on, no distractions, no dogs barking, no TV on, no music, no neighbors singing, screaming, interrupting, no phone calls. The air conditioning's got to be off so you don't hear it and have its vibrating interfere with your thoughts. All this shit that he puts out there, you gotta really focus in. Now, every night people prepare and do that. By the third night, actually by the second night, you feel like it didn't work. The third night, you're like, and you throw the book up in the air. And then maybe a month later, a week later, you try it for the fourth time. It doesn't work. What are the odds you're going to keep trying it over and over and over? 0.1%. That's the odds. Anyway, Greer, it says here from Michael Sala, he took this UFO photo, then everything changed. I don't like that title. It makes no sense. Former U.S. Army serviceman Jorge Pabon, I think is how you say it, risked his personal safety and job to go public with incredible photos he took of advanced military aircraft and UFOs, but those running the disclosure movement ignored him and later stole his evidence. This episode that we're going to jump into here dives into larger questions about UFO secrecy and who to trust. Hidden agendas and technologies, and Pabon's ongoing experience with Nordic ET. So I got to go to the 17-minute mark. I'm there already. Listen. See this? Greer, on May 8th this year, says he took this picture. Pabon took this in 2019. Even the trees are the same, guys. Greer stole it.
Your photo. And here's a side-by-side comparison. I did look at them. And, we just want to be clear. We don't want to be unfair to Stephen Greer, but we want to be clear that, the photo that he showed in his press conference was your photo. And here's a side-by-side comparison I did showing on the right, that's the photo that Greer showed at his press conference. And on the left is the third in the sequence of 4 photos that was published on my website on February 20, one day after you gave me the photos. So it's quite clear, just looking at them, that these were of the same craft. You can see the trees below.
Oh, wow. Look, what is the odds of 2 ships flying over the same trees, Doc?
Yeah, well, the same trees, and you can see the shape of the tree. It's been cropped. So this is the same photo. Now, I think what happened was that this video or this photo was picked up by another news source. I think Third Phase of the Moon picked it up.
It's Third Phase of Moon, you fucking inbreed. Not Third Phase of the Moon.
And they published it on their website and their video, and that's fine. But they didn't acknowledge you. And I think at some point, Stephen Greer saw that Third Phase of the Moon photo of your craft and just used it and didn't acknowledge you or I in any way, which in itself is a problem. But here's the big thing, and you've mentioned it a couple of times, is that at the very beginning of Greer's statement introducing that photo, he says, here's look, here it is. Here's the transcript. He says, here's one of their triangular craft over us. This is a Northrop Grumman or Raytheon device. So right there, he's implying that that photo that he showed was actually something that flew over his head.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay, guys. Now you know Stephen Greer is a freaking liar, right? We already knew he lies about stuff, but this is egregious. Isn't that the word? Is it egregious? Did I say it wrong?
What do you say to that?
Well, that's what we want him to explain. If he can get on one day on your show and explain, or get on somewhere and explain why did he say that, or maybe he was using the picture as a reference. You know, maybe he was using the picture as a reference, but he wasn't clear on his statement.
No, he was clear. He said it flew over us. It's a blatant lie. Greer should be expunged. Wait, no, that's not it. He should be expelled. Is that right? From ufology starting today because of that. So should Lou Eleganzo for his agriculture circle and the reflection in the glass. These guys need to get the fuck out. Seriously. What harm would it be for ufology without Greer anyway? He's just like Alex Jones. He just spews the shit that he hears from people he trusts when he shouldn't. And he just repeats bullshit. And maybe, just maybe, one of those 1,000 things that he throws up against the wall will stick. And then, oh, I told you I got it right. Oh, Greer's so credible. No, he's not. He isn't. And I tried to see it a different way. I tried to get on the side of Greer. I tried, damn it. This just threw me back. I can't. I will not. I am going to stick to my instincts. I know Greer's a fucking piece of shit. And when it comes to ufology, Greer, you fucking idiot, you are a big piece of shit because all you care about is your fucking ego. Anytime, guys, and I mean this, anytime there's a big story in ufology, he has to throw himself into the headlines somehow to steal the thunder. Just like he did before Grush came out and went, to do his congressional hearing. Greer had to do something the day before or the day after. He is such an asshole, egomaniac, douchebag. Always fucking hate myself for trying to like him. And you know why I tried? Because Third Phase. Because I'm friends with them. And they need a wake-up call. Stop fucking with these people. It's no wonder why their reputation is always going to be shit. They never want to be credible. Never. They don't care. All they want to do is get the next big documentary. God, it fucking makes me so mad. That's it for tonight. I'm done. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to do something a little different for tomorrow. I know I said that tonight, but tomorrow, maybe I'll have something topical. Maybe I'll just open up the lines tomorrow and the next day. I don't know. The lines. We'll have a link to the show maybe. Maybe I will do that tomorrow. You guys have a lot to say. I can see it in the chat room. And tomorrow maybe we'll do that. I may take Friday off. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. I just decided. Tomorrow we're going to talk. You and me and whoever wants to join. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Moderators, super chatters, newcomers, and beginners, thank you very much for hanging out here in the chat room, making it fun. And we did have a poll, right? We had a poll. And it was Do you care when UFO people are grifting, or do you have fatigue? 60% said fatigue, 40% said I still care. Thank you for doing that. All right. And remember, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. For ufology, that is. Thank you, everybody. Be safe. We'll get you out of here with a little metaliction. First contact. Whoa. We got some stormage. I'll see you guys on the Flipperooski. Take care. Alien bless.
Disappear without a trace.
Oh.